Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. I wanted to say quickly, thank you to all of the new subscribers, all of you who have liked, shared, commented, booked personal readings, donated to the channel. You guys are awesome. So thank you so much for that. This is going to be an all signs daily reading. This is going to be for November 21st, Tuesday, November 21st already. Like, how are we almost done with November? Thanksgiving is a couple of days away. Like, I don't even know where this year has gone. It's been nuts. So we're just going to get right into it. I hope you guys are doing well and fantastic right now. Prepping if you are in the United States for Thanksgiving or whatever you celebrate. So, enjoy that time. If you see the smoke, I've got sage burning here. So it's coming in potently here. So, all right, guys. Let's get straight to it today. If you guys are interested in personal readings as well, that information can be found in the description box below, the About section of the page, and at holisticallyzenwv.com for a full list of products and services. So, let's see, Spirit, what is going on? Very strong vibes of what it is that is making you feel whole. It's just like kind of cherishing, and I know that I've said in some of the readings this week, in the mid-month and stuff, that this time frame can be a little challenging, and I do think that there's challenges that still lie ahead throughout the middle of, toward the end, I guess the end of the month already, but I do feel like most of you are holding a space of gratitude. Most of you are seeing the glass as half full rather than half empty. You're focused on that, which is an amazing energy to stay in, to be in, and we need to right now. We really do, because love from all spaces, not just romantic, is really at like the forefront of like how we're handling ourselves. And I know I've talked about that recently as well, but it's definitely like, if you're gonna have a cloud floating over something, that's the cloud that you want to have. So what is going on today, Spirit, for the collective? Confidence. I'm telling, and I'm going to say too, if you are, you own your own business, you do your own thing, you're really kind of focused, like you're staying focused on what it is that you need to do to get to the goals that you're trying to reach. This confidence card is like, you could feel really grounded right now, like you're really staying in your power, and I talked about that I think yesterday in the daily read. Reminder though, is the underneath and in chaos, I just said there's still going to be some challenges, and I do think that those challenges at 9 and 10, like somebody could be opposing how good you're feeling right now, and I've seen that energy. It's still standing there. I think now throughout the end of the week, I know yesterday's reading kind of dove into like the end of the week. It was the prereq for the way we need to move forward this week in general. And it's still saying like, most of you you're continuing to stand in your power. Like, you've earned your stripes. You know where you stand. Sage, I love it. But it's crazy. It's crazy smoky. You guys are staying in control of your own chaos. So whatever is chaotic this week, you are holding on to your calm, your balance throughout this as it comes in. And it's like, you may have someone too in your energetic field that, again, they're not a fan of how happy you are. They're not a fan of the progress that you're making. They may want to come in and kind of attempt to derail any progress that you are making. But again, I feel like most of you are under this space of having clarity around what another person is operating under, or why they're operating as they are. So there's already an awareness to this. Some of you could actually just be expecting this too, is kind of what Spirit's giving me, that you could be expecting nothing but maybe some drama, unfortunately. Like, they just, how do I put it? Okay. When you are in a space of doing so well for yourself, there will always be somebody who's either a critic, they're miserable, so misery loves company, right? They're just feeling some kind of way about themselves. And again, I do feel like you guys are understanding, for the most part, where certain people that you might be dealing with where they're coming from. Like you would not expect anything less than them to try to derail plans or create chaos somehow. And it's like some, you know, unfortunately, you could even be dealing with somebody who tries to bring up the past. Okay, so if you've had arguments or something like that with somebody in the past, attachment and yin and yang here, I'm going to put those back in though, they could be really focused on that past, like trying to relive, revive, create arguments or chaos. It's almost like if you have a plan or a schedule, you could be dealing with somebody else, whether it's work related, family life related, that really wants to kind of hold on to some sense of control in a situation. So just being mindful that as long as you're standing firm, you're not giving them the weight of their opinion, like you're not playing into it, you're going to be fine at the end of the day. Like you're going to be good. So I do think that some of you guys are really like stepping into your power. You'll be dealing with somebody who wants to know everything that you're doing, where you're going, how you're doing it, how you're moving. This could also be somebody, for some of you, that you don't have contact with anymore, 42 and 24 here. But again, it's like you're separating yourself from whoever or whatever this is. I will say if you're dealing with an ex or you've got co-parenting situations or whatever that might be for you, it's someone else is like trying to hold on to control, trying to dictate how things are moving this week somehow. Don't play into their hand. And I don't think that you are. And again, I think that you have 3 6s here, by the way. But it's not necessarily a bad thing. I just said, you know, someone's feeling some kind of way because you're doing better and they do feel rejected in some sense. Listen, you guys are doing beautifully. If you're tuned in and you're tapped on, you know, like to everything that's going on around you, you could be feeling this mass abundance right now. Like everything is going good. You're feeling good. Appreciation, you know, that card with Thanksgiving, it's all about gratitude, right? Like you realize that there's a lot of potential in a lot of the things. You could have various options of situations to pick from. Can't talk today. Moving forward. 42, you guys could be 42, you could be dealing with something related to the number 42. That this number is showing up now twice in 2 separate decks, and then you've got the 24. Somebody is seeing you absolutely moving on from something, and it's like the way you've handled whatever the situation is has been gracefully. Look, you're doing some major, some of you guys doing some major healing work. You've got the heart, the angel of strength, the broken heart, and then it's like there's the woman holding a coin, right? So she's kind of like a mix of, I see her as like the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles, little bit of High Priestess energy with her as well. Like she's really got her shit together. And then behind that you've got the second chakra. Again, there's that attachment showing up. Someone's trying to hold control of what your desires look like, what your life is looking like moving forward. And I don't see you guys really investing in this. Like you've taken your pain and you've turned it into power. You've shifted how you've handled things. You're not letting the past hold you back. And again, this reminder here is like, you understand it. You could be looking at your journey to date, long range, going, look at where I've been, look at where I am, look at where it is I'm going. 9/11 on the clock there. You're seeing this awakening within you. You're understanding how far you've come, realizing that for some of you, your journey could have taken you 1,000 different directions, and you're happy with where it's brought you right now. And again, this idea that somebody feels like you've left them out of the equation somehow. They feel envious of you or jealous of you. They see you transforming your energy into positive light. And, you know, I don't like picking up on people like that, but the reality of it is there are people out there in this world that are just that, right? The adjacent possibilities, death card showing up, 9 of Wands. Again, a long fought journey to get to where it is to create this transformation, knowing that these endless possibilities, these adjacent possibilities could have led you absolutely anywhere. But you're standing very firm in your power. You're taking control back of your life. Chariot, moving on, moving forward. Some of you could be traveling, obviously. Even the death card, he's on his horse, he's cruising off to, you know, to the next thing. So again, and it's the holiday season, a lot of us are traveling and things like that as well. So I just see you guys really moving on and moving forward and gaining, you know, control of those reins, putting blind faith in a lot of things that are going to propel you forward and continue moving in that direction. This appreciation, 4 of Wands comes out along with the Sun card. I will say, Hangman and the Devil card, I can't help but feel like there's something or somebody around you that is trying to hold on to control. And it's like sometimes you may feel as if it's hard to stay in that positive vibration. Spirit just said, watch your words. Your words are very powerful at this time, so be mindful of your words. But you are trying to see it through another person's eyes. You could be dealing with a Taurus, a Cancer, or a Scorpio as well. It doesn't have to be. And Pisces. So I just feel as if like just hold that vibration, because you're almost there. Whatever this is, whatever the end goal to something that you're working on. And again, if you own your own business, you're working on a project or something like that, you're almost there. There's a light at the end of the tunnel that's coming, and I think you know that. There's an anticipatory energy of I gotta hang in there a little longer. I just gotta keep going, keep pushing, and you'll be fine. I think part of this, you know, I don't like to think that other people block our energy, but they can, and we allow them to block our energy. Somebody else could be just seeing this as, again, like if you're in a partnership, somebody could feel a little less than at the end of the day. They're feeling like they're being forgotten or left behind in some capacity. For others of you, this is just people who are genuinely jealous of where you've come from. So you think of, I'm going to use, this is a really like harsh analogy to this, but I'm going to say this. If you're dealing with addiction issues, and I don't even know why, I mean, I've seen the Devil card, but still, and let's just say that you've really fought to get clean, right? You've really fought to, you know, do better for yourself, and you are. Be careful of people that try to pull you back into the past. I don't know why I felt the need to use that example, but that could be for somebody out there. You've come a long way. No matter what your struggles or strife have been, Spirit is addressing the last 6 months too, with all these 6s here. And P.S., there's 4 of them now. 42, 42, 24, 15, they all break down to a 6. You know, you've really put in the work over this period of time to bring you to this. And we were looking at the Gemini full moon this week as well. So it's like whatever you were really working on at that time, like there's some wish fulfillment that's coming from that. And other people, you know, they may not understand how you've done it. There could be some, you know, they may not say directly to you, I just don't understand how you've persevered, because whoever it is you're dealing with right now is seeing it as a slight to them. So they're not going to like give you the accolades that you deserve for how far you've come and all that you've done for yourself. But your job in this is to maintain control of you and to maintain the confidence that you've had that has brought you to this moment, okay? So be very mindful of that energy. And what is this ND about, Spirit? What is this ND about? 8 of Wands. You could be dealing, they could be coming at you quite heavily. Some fast communication as well. It doesn't have to be the moon. That's illusionary energy. And ultimately, what they're working towards is to put you back into that space of hurt and entrapment. You know, that reminder and that chaos sitting underneath there, and then the underlying, and then you've got the devil again. So it's like they're trying to keep you up in your head. They're trying to tear down. They're taking action towards tearing down what it is that you've worked on for yourself, because you know, jealousy is just a horrible thing. It really truly is. So just be mindful right now if you're dealing with anybody who is difficult, how they're coming at you and understanding it. Like, and I've talked about that compassion card that kept coming out in multiple readings. And I said they could be coming in at you pretty heavy. There's that Knight of Swords sitting behind the devil. So there they are. They're trying to hold you back. They're trying to keep you keep your dreams and like create these blockages for you to, you know, again, misery loves company. If they're not doing well, why would they want you to do well? They're assholes, right? Like, call it for what it is. But I don't see you guys really entertaining it. Be careful too of anything that they offer to you. Again, like, I don't know, I get the feeling, I just want to say to you, like, if you quit drinking and so-and-so's like, hey, we're going out the night before Thanksgiving, like, it's okay to say no. Like, remember how far you've come. So if there's anything that people are trying to pull you into, it's a hard no. Like, you know where you've been, you know where you're going. Don't let other people derail the plans that you've made and the progress that you've made for yourself. So I feel like this is just a reminder, you know, if you're off work this week and stuff like that, who knows who you'll run into, right? And we've got Mercury gonna go retrograde here before long. I forget the exact date, but with that, you know, people pop up, they return. Expectation and fragments. You could not be living up to somebody's expectations at this time is really how that feels. You know, when we evolve and we grow, you know, there could be a time lapse of weeks, days, months, years, like, who knows. And so the person that those people from the past knew, you know, they run into you, and you're not at all the same person because you chose to evolve and to do better for yourself. That can be shocking to them, right? It's like you see somebody, you haven't seen them in months, and they've lost a ton of weight, and you're like, oh my God, it doesn't even look like you anymore. They're just not familiar with who it is you are. They have this idea of who you used to be, and they think that they're still playing with those energies, and what they don't realize is how much you have come full circle in your journey. So, you know, again, don't let expectations of other people derail you. It's like, oh, you're nothing like I used to know or see or, you know, be aware of. So you can't change, right? Like, they don't want you to change because they're used to you in a certain way. And if you're dealing with somebody who likes control and that kind of stuff, they don't know how to deal with the new version of you, because how do they control that? They have to learn again. I hope that's making sense for you guys. All right. My nose is running. Advice, specialization. You are, I said full circle, right? Revolution. You've come full circle, and you see this bubble that surrounds her, right? And with that is the butterflies, was it's transformation. You have grown immensely. And I just said too, like, they would have to learn the new you. So it's like they're trying to rediscover who it is that you are, but the reality of it is that you guys are rediscovering who you are at your core. So you're pulling away those false facades, those egotistical ideas of the self, and reconnecting with the inner child. And some of you could be doing a lot of inner child healing right now as well. This revolution is you are changing, right? That's some Scorpio energy right there. You are changing. It is Mars and Aries energy as well. Changing through these shifts that are occurring. You're up-leveling yourself, and to keep doing it. Spirit's telling you to keep going. Don't stop, even if other people get really uncomfortable with where you're headed. You're staying centered. You're staying balanced. And you're consistently showing up in this beautiful new light. And you're taking, you're forming into this whole new being of self. And I just want to say to you guys, be proud of where you've come from and where you've gone. Why this is the message today, I'm not sure. But I also think too, looking at that appreciation, Thanksgiving, you know, here is about giving gratitude and thanks, and being thankful for our harvest, and being thankful for what we've worked all summer for to accumulate to this moment that we can sit down and enjoy it together, right? And, you know, Thanksgiving to me, it's actually one of my favorite holidays, because all you've got to do, there's no expectations on gifts. There's none of that stuff, that you can just sit and be thankful and enjoy a meal and watch football if that's your thing, and just be present and aware, and spend that time with the people that you love the most, and be appreciative of everything that has culminated to that moment. So I really think that this is also very much about you guys being appreciative and thankful of yourself, even if somebody else doesn't see the glory of who you are. And I think that a lot of them, though, they do see it, that's triggering to them, and that's not your problem. So you let them deal with their inner issues. You're working on your inner child. Let them work on theirs. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Have a wonderful Tuesday. I will see you guys on Scorpio mid-month is coming out today. I'm going to try to get to those weeklies today and get as much of those pushed out effectively as possible and as quickly as possible if I can. I know that divine timing is always at play, so whatever I'm guided to do, that's what will be done. If you guys are interested in personal readings, that information is found in the description box below and the About section of the page. Have a wonderful and happy Tuesday. I will see you soon.